With 10 beekeepers in discussion, there will be 20 answers. I work with the 21st answer. I dare to be different. I call this the tech method. Which had to get one of that type sort of, you know. That one there. This is the one that I was telling you about that didn't have as many bees. So you're better off with two in 4 frame, 2 to 2.5 frames for bees and 2 frames for brood. They just take off a lot better. That's nearly a full frame of honey. Empty there, so I'll turn it around. Subscribe to learn more.
Here's the queen.
Yep, that's the beauty of a white. What's name? Well, we can take this one's in 4A, so we can take that one. You can see the size of it too.
She's
So
nice
we'll grab her. Queen. So what I do is I try and grab her by the wings, or by a wing, and then just put a head in, so that she just walks straight in. And finger over the hole, and then grab your. Try to grab adult bees, not nurse bees. Put the head in, corral them in.
Now I've heard you say, Alan, you like to grab them from behind when they're walking away.
Well, they can't sting you that way.
Okay. Which is a bit, it's not intuitive. You'd think they'd sting you if you grab them from behind.
See all their bums pointing out?
Yep.
You've got to make sure you don't grab their bums, otherwise I'll zap you.
Right, so you grab their wings when they're walking away.
Yeah, or their body.
Okay.
And let them walk in, don't try and push them in.
Right.
That's when they'll zap you too. I think that was 5. We'll grab one more. There we are. And look up so that you've got clear space down the bottom before you snap the lid shut. Otherwise, if you clip the queen's leg in when you're closing it, they'll kill her, because her pheromones are transferred, from what I've been told, by her legs.
Okay.
Right, so now, just hang on to that for a sec.
Thank you.
Right, so this one here, turn this one around.
So we're going to put the honey to the outside and leave some open brood for her to keep laying on?
Yeah, well,
the next one
there's no queen in there now, so this one here, I'll come back in 5 to 7 days' time, and I'll kill all the queen cells, and then she'll be amalgamated with another one of these single nukes. It's too late. I don't want there's not enough bees in there to rear a good queen from my own use. It's too late in the season.
So I notice you've got 2 hive mats on in this one. Is that a special?
Yeah, last year and this year we put 2 hive mats on.
Okay.
Because of the cold, and the nights have been very bloody cold.
And do you find the 2 mats makes a big difference?
Oh, well, they've been helping, that's for sure.
So here in southeast Queensland, we're lucky to have these paperbark trees, which provide really good nectar to the bees at this time of year, just coming into winter. So if the conditions are right, we end up getting these nice flowers on them. And the bees really like them.
You can see I wasn't expecting you, can't you?
What's that?
I've got to move this over.
I thought you brought me to do all the lifting. You haven't made me lift anything yet.
Testing you out, mate, testing you out. You see these blue, all the green ones are all bases come lids.
Now that's an interesting design. So that one you could flip it over and turn it into a lid.
Just hop back around this side. Mm-hmm. I can have a queen in here, have this divider come base, and a queen in here, right, going the opposite way.
Right. So if you want to spin it around while you're mating.
That's what I do a lot of times in spring to autumn. That's the beauty of it.
So Alan, I noticed this one doesn't have a queen excluder on it.
No, this time of the year, if you want bees, you don't put queen excluders on. If you don't want bees, you put an excluder on, and your top super becomes a honey super. And you can get you can do as much honey from these. It just means a bit more work for your nukes. Quite a lot of students now are using double, triples and quadruple 4 and 5 frame nukes as their honey production hives, because especially if it's female or even older people, it's a lot easier to lift. You haven't got that weight. Now, I'm not going to look in the bottom, I'm going to look in the top, because the queen always comes to the top to start laying first, and then she gets pushed down by the bees.
I'm going to spread myself because I'm getting... They're getting a bit aggro on my
Didn't
hand
say good
there.
day to them, eh? No, she's not there. She might be down the bottom. This was only made up to a double last week, seven days ago, eight days ago. Right out, we're going back in again. You must always have space on the outside walls, because the bees can't look after it if the frame's right up to the top, and the small hive beetle can really increase in small hive beetle numbers.
Right.
Now see here, have a look on this side here, down there. See that there's no bees along there. So technically this hive here needn't have this super on it.
Okay, because at the moment you've only got a few frames of bees.
I've only got actually three full frames of bees, not
Right.
4 frames of bees.
Okay.
So we'll see, after we finish, find the queen in this one, we might have a look at that one there. If it's got 4 frames, we'll just put this one over on the other one.
Okay. And what's the downside, Alan, of putting a super on when you've only got 3 frames of bees?
Well, excess airspace in beehives at any time of the year, it doesn't matter what size beehive it is your killer. Your bees go backwards.
So it's better to have them more packed into a single box.
Yep, that's for sure.
At this time of year, or just,
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
just to keep
any
it
time
one
of the
thing?
year really.
I see the queen. She's in the middle on that one, just
Yeah,
there.
just getting rid of the stingy.
She's got the top.
Where we put that cage? Should we bring the cage back?
You had 2 on the lid over there before, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take your eyes off and you lost them.
Is that it? Yeah, down the bottom centre, going towards the left. I think she's on the other side, maybe.
Just to push around the other side more.
Where's she going?
I think you're dreaming. Tommy Porkies, are you? I think she's dropped off.
There she is, down the bottom. Just down the end there, down the bottom.
Yeah, that's how quick they can drop off your frame. That's why you try and keep your frame over your hive at all times until you can pick her up.
Yeah, she's just walking up the middle. She's about 2 inches from the bottom, heading to your right.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's in the corner now.
Yep. Oh, missed her.
Yeah, she's going under that other frame. You want to give this queen to me, don't you?
Yeah.
There she is, out in the open on the field.
Don't squash them, otherwise you'll have two pieces. Right, okay. That's what happens when you don't put bees in there, is that they zap you one. It's going right, okay. Got about 3 in. That's why you try and pick them up from behind.
You got your audio back on?
Yeah, I just left it on. Right, okay. Might just get another one there. Right, okay. Now keep that one separate, so I know I mark the I mark all my queen cages, so I know where the queen comes out of.
Right, so Alan's looking to, we've taken the queen out of 55 and I'm going to take that home. Alan's going to check hive 35 to make sure we've got a queen, and then if we do, we're going to amalgamate them together using the newspaper method.
Very first frame must be taken out. There's your queen. There she is.
Hey!
Beauty. Look at what there is outside. You right? You firing?
Yeah, we're good. All right, so we found the queen. I've dealt with my little sting. We're putting, so that'll become the bottom box, and Alan's going to put a sheet of newspaper on, and we're going to put hive 55, which is currently queenless, on top, and then those bees will eventually chew through and mingle, and they'll become one stronger hive.
What I do is here, because it's winter time, I'm going to punch a couple of holes in here, make it easier for them to come through.
Right. Okay, so you just use the end of your hive tool just to poke some thin holes through.
Poke a few holes through.
And then we'll take the queenless box. Do you want a hand to lift it on? Or?
No, she's got.
So now we have a queenless nuke here, 4-frame nuke, that we've just taken the queen out of, and then a sheet of newspaper with a couple of holes poked, and then we've got a queen right 4-frame nuke at the bottom. And over the next couple of days, the bees will chew through and merge together, and they won't fight, and then they'll just become one combined powerful hive. And Alan, when do you normally come back and take the newspaper out? Do you?
The bees will chew it out themselves.
Right, so just leave it in there normally. So then the bees will just chew out the rest of that newspaper, Alan?
Yep. Yes, it'll be gone probably within 24 hours.
Right.
What am I doing here? Okay. Please like, subscribe and click the bell to my channels. Thanks for watching. All Aussie content.